Jamaica's economy is on the brink, and the Bank of Jamaica is burning billions to keep the dollar from free falling. But how long can they hold the line before the entire system buckles under the pressure? Hey, patriotic internet friends and family, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we unravel how Jamaica's economy is teetering on the edge as the Bank of Jamaica battles to prop up a weakening currency, burning through Jamaican 52 billion in just 2 weeks, with US 90 million injected last week alone. Remittances drying up, and travel advisories from the US and Canada threatening the nation's lifeline. What does this mean for the future of Jamaica? Stick around as we break down the drama, the numbers, and why this crisis is more than just a blip on the radar. But before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more juicy updates on Jamaica's economy. Welcome all patriotic Jamaicans. The movement continues. Make we get into it now. Let's kick it off. A crumbling currency and a nation's plight. What's going on with Jamaica's dollar, and why is the Bank of Jamaica burning through billions just to keep it afloat? Let's dive into this unfolding crisis. Jamaica's currency is in a free fall, and the Bank of Jamaica, BOJ, is scrambling. Over the past 2 weeks, they've pumped a staggering Jamaican $52 billion into the foreign exchange market. But here's the kicker. Even with a heroic injection of US 90 million just last week, the Jamaican dollar continues its dance with disaster, approaching the US $160 mark. If only the Jamaican dollar had the same stamina as Usain Bolt. But wait, it gets worse. Remittances, a lifeline for many Jamaicans, are dropping faster than a stone in a pond, while travel advisories from the United States and Canada sounds like ominous sirens, warning tourists to avoid the crime-plagued island. And these are no small-time warnings. These are from 2 of Jamaica's biggest tourism sources. Can Jamaica withstand this storm, or is this just the beginning of more turbulence? Holding the line at all costs. Jamaica's reserves may boast a solid US 5 billion, giving the BOJ some ammunition to fight off the currency's slide. But here's the inconvenient truth. This can't go on forever. The country's US 2 billion annual oil bill and relentless import dependency aren't helping. Between January and May 2024 alone, Jamaica spent US 3 billion on imports. And in case you were wondering, last year's trade deficit, a jaw-dropping US 5.75 billion. It's like filling a leaky bucket with water and wondering why it's still empty. The BOJ has managed to control inflation. Kudos there, despite high interest rates. But what's the trade-off? A sluggish economy expected to grow by just 1% next year. Ouch. That's barely a nudge, especially when the World Bank bluntly states that Jamaica's financial consolidation squeezes growth, leaving little room for essential government spending. So what does this mean for the future of a nation already battered by challenges? A hard reality check. Jamaica's economic Achilles heel is its heavy reliance on imports and tourism. The World Bank didn't sugarcoat it. The nation's low productivity services, limited technology adoption, a weak business environment, and crime, making it one of the slowest growing economies in the Latin America and Caribbean region. Oh, and let's not forget Jamaica's debts and high connectivity costs don't exactly scream investment paradise. Keynote: on October 9th, 2024, the US dollar hit 159 Jamaican dollars, 0.07 cents, an all-time low. Today, a meager reprieve at 158 Jamaican dollars, 0.79 cents. It's a fragile facade that begs the question, how long can the BOJ keep spending to hold the line? Here's the summary of the key takeaways. 1. 52 billion Jamaican dollars spent in 2 weeks to prop up the Jamaican dollar. 2. US 90 million injected last week as the currency teeters around the US $160 mark. 3. Remittances and travel advisories from the US and Canada complicates recovery efforts. 4. US 5 billion in reserves versus a US 2 billion oil bill and US 5.75 billion trade deficit. 5. Expected economic growth, a dismal 1% for the upcoming year. 6. The World Bank flags Jamaica's slow growth due to systemic challenges and crime. 7. October 9th, 2024 marked the lowest exchange rate at 159 Jamaican dollars, 0.07 cents. If you found this analysis insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on Jamaica's economic journey. Let's see what the future holds. Will the BOJ's reserves withstand the pressure, or are we heading towards uncharted territory? Stay tuned. And next time, we look at how other Caribbean nations are tackling similar challenges, so hit that notification bell. You won't want to miss it. Here are some questions that you might have, along with answers to address your concerns. Question number 1. Why is the Jamaican dollar weakening so rapidly? Answer. The Jamaican dollar is weakening due to several interconnected issues. The primary factor is the country's heavy dependency on imports, which strains its foreign exchange reserves. Additionally, declining remittances and recent travel advisories from the US and Canada are impacting tourism revenues, one of Jamaica's major economic drivers. This combination puts immense pressure on the currency, leading to its rapid devaluation. Question number 2. Why did the Bank of Jamaica spend 52 billion Jamaican dollars in 2 weeks? Answer. The Bank of Jamaica spent 52 billion Jamaican dollars to prop up the local currency and prevent future devaluation. This massive injection included US 90 million last week, aimed to stabilize the exchange rate as the Jamaican dollar approached US $160. Without these measures, the currency could have slipped even further, causing economic chaos due to increased import costs and inflation. Key note, and pay attention to that, because nothing about what me just read a while ago don't sound good. Question number 3. How do remittances impact the Jamaican economy and currency? Answer. Remittances are crucial for the Jamaican economy as they provide a steady flow of foreign currency, supporting local spending and economic stability. A decline in remittances, especially from the United States and Canada, reduces this financial inflow, limiting the availability of foreign exchange. This shortfall puts more pressure on the Bank of Jamaica to step in with reserve to stabilize the currency, as fewer dollars coming in mean higher demand for the limited supply. Question number 4. Why are travel advisories from the US and Canada so significant? Answer. The US and Canada are two of Jamaica's largest tourism markets. Travel advisories warning citizens about crime and safety concerns can significantly impact tourism revenue, which is a major source of foreign currency for the country. This reduction in tourism inflows exacerbates the existing challenges with the local currency, as less foreign currency enters the economy, further weakening the dollar. Question number 5. Is Jamaica's economy equipped to handle this crisis? Answer: while Jamaica holds US $5 billion in net international reserves, which is substantial, this reserve isn't infinity. The country's significant expenses, such as the US $2 billion annual oil bill and an import bill that reached US $3 billion from January to May 2024, limit the duration for which these reserves can support the currency. The reserves act as a temporary solution rather than a long-term fix, and continued depletion could pose serious risk. So basically what this just say, having a US $5 billion in net international reserves is not a long-term solution. It's just putting a band-aid on a massive wound. It's not a solution. That don't sound good for the future of Jamaica's economy either. So keynote and pay attention to that. Question number 6. What is the impact of the trade deficit on Jamaica's economy? Answer: Jamaica's trade deficit, which was around US $5.75 billion last year, highlights the imbalance between its imports and exports. This gap means more money leaves the country than comes in, creating a continuous drain on foreign exchange reserves. A significant trade deficit weakens the local currency and forces the Bank of Jamaica to intervene more frequently to maintain stability. Keynote and pay close attention to that. Obviously, more money leave the country than we are come in. That means the business of Jamaica, the overhead of the business is spending more money than what the business itself generates. So keynote and pay attention to that. Question number 7. Why is economic growth projected at only 1%? And why is that a concern? Answer: the World Bank notes that despite prudent fiscal measures and solid foreign reserves, Jamaica's economy suffers from structural challenges like low productivity, a weak business environment, and crime. These issues contribute to a projected economic growth of just 1% for next year, alarmingly low and insufficient to generate meaningful development or reduce reliance on foreign support. This stagnation makes it difficult for the country to weather external shocks, leaving it vulnerable. Question number 8. How is Jamaica's economic future shaped by its reliance on imports and tourism? Answer: Jamaica's reliance on imports and tourism makes its economy highly vulnerable to external disruptions. Import dependency means that a weakening currency raises the cost of essential goods, leading to inflation and financial strain on households. Meanwhile, tourism provides a critical inflow of foreign currency. Any decline in this sector, whether due to global economic conditions or negative travel advisories, compounds the economic challenges and adds to the pressure on the Jamaican dollar. Question number 9. Why did the US dollar close at 159 Jamaican dollars 0.07 cents on October 9th, 2024? Answer: the closing rate of 159 Jamaican dollars 0.07 cents marks an all-time low for the Jamaican dollar, driven by ongoing market volatility and the economic pressures already discussed. This significant devaluation reflects the strain on the country's foreign exchange market despite the Bank of Jamaica's heavy intervention. The number underscores the gravity of the situation and raises questions about the effectiveness and sustainability of these interventions. Keynote and pay attention to that, cause all of this raises serious red flags and serious questions about the Jamaican economy. Question number 10. How has the World Bank assessed Jamaica's economic position? Answer: the World Bank acknowledged Jamaica's strong macroeconomic management, which helped post-pandemic recovery. However, it also pointed out the negative side effects of financial consolidation, such as stunt growth and high debt service costs that limit government spending on critical investments. Jamaica's challenges, including low productivity, limited technological adoption, and high crime rates, contributes to its ranking as one of the slowest growing economies in the Latin America and Caribbean (LAC) region. I hope these questions and answers provide valuable insight on Jamaica's economy and the sliding dollar. See you in the comments. Hit that subscribe button and don't forget to like and share this video if you enjoyed it. The USDJMD increased 0.4233 or 0.27% to 158 Jamaican dollars, 0.53 cents. On Friday, November 1st, from 158 Jamaican dollars, 0.11 cents. In the previous trading sessions, historically, the USDJMD reached an all-time high of 159 Jamaican dollars, 0.37 cents in October of 2024. Keynote and pay attention to that. The dollar is sliding. The dollar is not stable. You can build an economical foundation on sand. Jamaica's economy is built on sand. One little travel advisory from the US and Canada significantly impacts Jamaica's tourism revenue, which is one of Jamaica's major economic drivers. So if your whole economic plan is solely dependent on tourism revenue as a major economic driver, that's a recipe for disaster. You don't have a strong economy. Jamaica doesn't have a strong economy. Jamaica economy is weak. What was more even alarming about this article is what the World Bank had to say. The World Bank clearly stated that even though Jamaica has prudent fiscal measures and solid foreign reserves, Jamaica's economy suffers from structural challenges, meaning how the government structured the economy of Jamaica. It is not structured to accommodate growth and stimulate productivity. So the World Bank says Jamaica's economy suffers from structural challenges like low productivity, meaning we don't have enough factories and manufacture homegrown products to export to foreign markets. That's low productivity. So if you shut down all of your factories, you can't have a strong economy. A weak business environment and crime are the issues contributing to a projected economic growth of just 1% next year. That's the World Bank's assessment. That's not my opinion. That's not my view. That's the World Bank's assessment of the current Jamaican economy in 2024. Where will government need to get right? What they need to do? Because the World Bank's assessment is very accurate and it's very alarming. You see, the World Bank, them show you the problem. We stop the economy from achieving real growth, and once you know the problem, then you have the solution. So the World Bank basically tell us, fix your structural challenges like low productivity, meaning increase your productivity, strengthen your weak business environment, and address your crime problem. No, none of these successful administrations between the interchanging of the JLP and the PMP has never took a hard stance against crime up to now. None of part of them not take a hard stance against crime. And me love the fact that the World Bank never sugarcoat nothing. They say the nation suffers from low productivity services, limited technology adoption, a weak business environment, and crime make it one of the slowest growing economies in the Latin America and Caribbean LAC region. The World Bank went on to further highlight that Jamaica's debts and high connectivity costs don't exactly scream investment paradise either. So those are the problems where Jamaica need to fix. So this I got hurt some people feelings and emotions, but facts over feelings. We are maintaining objectivity because we have these competent people in the area of finance. So now these competent people, we expect them to do a stellar job of stabilizing the dollar. The dollar is sliding. It soon reach 160. Something is terribly wrong with the Jamaican economy, and the World Bank highlight the core structural challenges that is stopping the economy from growth and progressing forward. Common sense or common sense. You have Caribbean countries like Barbados and Bahamas that Bahamas are one Bahamian dollar to $1. Barbados are like $2 Barbados dollar to $1. So how can Barbados and Bahamas stabilize their currency, their dollar? Not for just years, but for decades. Their dollar has been stable. And if you look on the slides them with up on your screen, you can see the exchange rate between Barbados and the US dollar, and Bahamas and the US dollar, and the Jamaican dollar and the US dollar. And this is from the Forbes website in America. So that's a credible source. So just look on the exchange rate, how Barbados and Bahamas can have stable economies. Where for them government to do right, where our government need to copy and paste. There's something terribly wrong with the Jamaican economy. And I just know, after years now, what's the real issue? What's the underlying issue? People who get emotional, people who are emotionally invested in their favorite political parties, I go say, for them party are the best party, but the World Bank says otherwise. Your favorite political parties have continuously failed the Jamaican economy, failed to perform, failed to deliver real results. Numbers don't lie. If the country are going to grow only by 1% or projected to grow by 1% next year, that's not real growth. That is not real growth. Our politicians are not incompetent, and they are not stupid either. Them just no care. And as usual, me know some comment scholar are gonna come in the comments and say, oh, you are this or you are that there. No. And I am no financial expert here, nor am I an economic expert, but common sense are common sense. And don't ever make nobody shame on you for asking critical questions. Don't make nobody stop on you and think rationally and questions about why Barbados and Bahamas for them currency stable for decades, why Jamaican dollar keep on sliding. And una prop up people as the best finance minister Jamaica has ever seen. So why the dollar still a slide? Based off of where the Bank of Jamaica have to do to stop the dollar from sliding. You can see that Jamaica's financial economy is built on a house of cards, ready to crumble anytime now. I don't know what kind of economical Ponzi scheme game them a play with the Jamaican economy. I don't know. But it can't continue like this. I know some comment scholar are going to come in the comments and say, oh, yeah, PMP, cause see a bash labor right. Like how that drop in. Because me want a better Jamaica. And because me a call out the visible problem that you should also see. Cause that same visible problem affects you. I know this. None of these politicians care about us, the people, on an individual level. They don't care about we, none at all. Know that. So I am not a fan of either of your two political parties. I just want a better Jamaica. Whether that better Jamaica will be delivered and be coming from the JLP administration or the PNP administration, I welcome it because I just want a better Jamaica. So we expect better from our political officials. And you're supposed to hold your political officials accountable. And you're supposed to ask question, why is the dollar keep sliding? No matter who in a power, the dollar continuously slide. When PMP in a power, the dollar still a slide. So if PMP did solve the problem, then we wouldn't end at this situation here. And JLP now in the government for like 2 terms now, and them still not solve the problem. If you enjoyed this breakdown, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives. Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and hit that notification bell. See you in the next one. One love, Jamaica.